Your attention, everyone. Having won all her games thus far in the tournament, Coromizelle awaits her next opponent. Is there anyone left who is up to the challenge?
Sora, wait! You can't be serious! You're gonna crash the coronation?
Hey, I just scored a new life in this world. I can't lose my place to live that quickly.
Yeah, but...
Now then, I think it's time for me to become king and take back our lost territory.
I never wanted to be another gear in that corrupted world's machine. All my life felt like a dream. I was never who I really wanted me to be. But then God shattered the dream's cage and rose me up to a new stage. Cut it away like a sharp knife, then gave me this new life. And suddenly there's a new twist, a reason to really exist. I wanna breathe in with pain as this whole new world cheers my name. I'll never leave it to fate. And when I see a chance, I'll pave the way. I'll call checkmate. This is the time to break through. So rewrite the story and I'll finally change all the rules. We are Maverick. We won't give in until we win this game. Though I don't know what tomorrow holds, I'll make a bet and play my cards to win this game. Unlike the rest, I'll do my best and I won't ever lose. To give up this chance would be a deadly sin, so let's bet it all. I'll put all my faith in it, so let the games begin.
If there are no other challengers, I shall proceed with the former king's final wish and crown Coromizelle as our new ruler. Should anyone wish to protest, speak now.
Objection! You heard me. Objection!
So, are you saying that you request to be her next challenger?
Yup.
Despite your loss, you're still desperate enough to win that you're sending your butler after me? In case you hadn't noticed, little princess, this isn't a playground.
Yeah, and it's not the place to hand over the throne to some con artist either. Especially one who's getting help from another country. Well, Shira,
There's one.
anyone else hiding their ears?
Nope.
That strange device. They used it before. And just what do you mean by that?
Oh, come on now. Let's say, for example, if the crown was given to someone in cahoots with the elves, Elkia would be pretty much screwed, right, guys?
What exactly is the meaning of this?
So what? Is this your pathetic attempt at accusing me of cheating?
Calm down. I clearly said, for example. Or maybe it actually rings a bell for you, huh?
Fine then. Since you've made your objection, I suppose I'll have to humor you with a game. Is that what you want?
Yay! Thanks, madam. I'd really appreciate that.
miss.
One thing. If we're playing poker again, maybe this time, you should ask your friend to leave.
I'm sorry to have to do this, but
What the hell's going on? So these two witches were working together? Nothing to say? The pretty swindler's gonna abandon her partner in crime? How cruel.
I get it. So you've teamed up with some random elf to try to make me out to be an enemy of humanity? Is that it?
Pretty good deflection, I must admit.
Perhaps it's best you left. Elves have no place here. There. You satisfied? Ready to play now?
Sure am.
As you're likely aware, as stated by the pledges, I get to decide the game. But no need to worry. I'll choose a game where cheating is impossible.
Pledge number 5. The challenged party has the right to decide the content of the game, huh? Dang, no poker this time? Well, since I'm such a nice guy, I won't bother asking about your reasons. Say cheese! Wow, you're not really photogenic. If you smiled once in a while, you'd be a lot cuter.
We'll hold the game in another venue. I'll call for you once it's prepared.
Wait! You're telling me she used magic to beat me?
Hey, will you keep it down a little bit? That's right. Shiro and I both noticed when we saw your game at the tavern.
Don't you mean I noticed?
Don't sweat the small stuff, sis.
So that's what it does then. That special secret tool of yours is for detecting magic, isn't it? So how'd they do it? What kind of magic did that elf use?
No idea, Sugar Pants. Magic's amazing, isn't it? If she could change cards when they're face down, we could never prove it. Under normal circumstances, there's essentially no way to beat her.
Why do you think we didn't challenge her before?
Look, Steph, I'll break it down as simply as I can for you. First of all, this round-robin style tournament to become king is pretty jacked up to begin with. Let's say a country partners up with an humanity with the promise of becoming king. From there on, they can manipulate the games. They'll play against other humanities who also can't detect magic, so it's a guaranteed win. Now that they've got a puppet king, they can pretty much do whatever the heck they want with Elkia. The plan's so simple, even a baby could have dreamt it up. But then, guess what the other countries start thinking?
So what do you think we should do now?
There's nothing to worry about. He's just another humanity. Even if he's probably getting help from another race, so am I. It's not like I didn't expect this.
Kurumi, do you really think you'll be able to handle playing the games without me?
I'll be fine.
So you really think it's possible that Kurumi has convinced herself that we're getting help from another race?
Yeah, by now she probably realizes that Elkia is caught in a diplomatic war between other nations.
Then we're in luck! She can't use magic again since she'll think other races will be watching. Aha! So she'll have to play fair and square, and it'll be impossible for her to cheat using magic!
It's all sunshine and flowers in your head.
Just crush my optimism, why don't you?
I'm sure they expected it. Another country was bound to intervene. But I'll bet this time they'll use some spell or mind trick we can't detect.
If we can't even spot the regular tricks, then we're totally doomed!
They'll lay out a game that looks fair on the surface, so it doesn't seem completely hopeless. But they won't use their magic directly on us, like screwing with our vision or memories, because it'll be too obvious. In other words, it won't be completely impossible to win.
So is that supposed to make me feel better?
As long as there's some path to victory, no matter how small.
Then you can bet your sweet Fanny that Blank won't lose.
There you go.
Let me be honest with you guys. The only reason I struck a deal with the elves was to secure a place for humanity to live after I've won the tournament. Once we've acquired a fair amount of territory, I'll cut ties with the elves for good.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
I know she's dumb, but you didn't have to say it out loud, sis. So, you know, we might be spies, and yet you're still telling us your plan. Cuckoo!
Think about it. The only way for us to survive is to win the right to live under the protection of a powerful nation, give up on games, and close off our borders. There's no other choice. Right, little princess? You of all people should understand that.
Well,
What's more, Elvengard currently comprises the largest nation in the world, and not a single race has been able to defeat their magic. It's impossible for you to beat me, so it's in your best interest just to withdraw from the game. I swear to all humanity that I won't let the elves make me their puppet.
Sora...
Okay, not a bad plan. We live quietly under another nation's wing. Sounds pretty promising.
Doesn't it? That's why you should withdraw. We can all live
But
happy
I
where now-
refuse! You know one of the things Blank loves best? Telling people no and shutting them down when they think they've already run the game. Then telling them they can go screw themselves! Number 4 on our list of things we always wanted to say someday! Sweet, we did it!
We're so awesome.
It appears that reasoning with you is a waste of time. Then just as you wish, I will make you yield by force. It's your funeral.
But Sora, why not?
Why what?
That plan she was just talking about. It kind of makes sense given the desperate situation we're in.
Steph, look, don't you think it's about time you learn to stop being so trusting of people? For one, what proof do we have that anything she said is even true? Second, if she's so confident that she can win, then why did she ask us to withdraw? And third, even if anything she said was true, I could be a spy from another country and anyone dumb enough to spill their plans shouldn't be ruling. Okay, fourth, if we play along and she does any digging on us, we're totally screwed. Comprende?
Wow, you really put a lot of thought into that speech, didn't you?
Look, those are just details. Don't sell humanity short. We're better than that. Chess?
That's right. But this isn't your normal game of chess. Each piece has a will of its own. Give them orders and they'll move. Think of them as your own personal army.
So that's how this works. Shiro, what's the plan?
Chess is no different than a game of tic-tac-toe.
So, like, it's cool if we rotate mid-game, right?
Sora.
I'm not trying to be difficult, but the two of us count as a single player. Plus, you seem to be pretty familiar with this game already, whereas we don't have a clue. Jeez!
They'll never figure this out. You may do whatever you wish.
But why? Do you think I'm going to lose?
Hey, don't take it personally. Hell would freeze over before you ever lost a game of chess. But this isn't the game you're used to. And don't forget, combined, we're a single player. Blank is both of us.
You're right, I know. I'll be careful.
Let's go.
Right.
Finished with your little chat? I'll let you make the first move.
And the game is officially underway.
Ashente!
Kurumi.
D2 to D4.
Chess favors the first player. If both players always pick their best moves, then the first player has a higher chance of winning.
What the?
There's no way she's not aware of that fact.
G7. Advance.
But it moved 3 spaces. That isn't fair.
Weren't you listening? In this game, the pieces have wills entirely of their own.
Now I get it. The player's traits affect their moves. Stuff like charisma and one's potential leadership skills.
You're a quick learner. It's the perfect game to decide the next king, don't you think?
Knight, please move to C3.
Now, F7. Forward.
Just forward? That's kind of vague. What kind of move's that supposed to be?
Just shut up and watch.
E2 to E4.
F5. Forward
Let's
to
not
take
forget.
her piece.
Once Shiro's deep into a game, her concentration is unbreakable.
Take H3.
That's how. Even my little sister has the power to defeat a god.
Queen to H5. Check.
Wow, Shiro's amazing! Even with Kurumi sidestepping the rules, Shiro's totally destroying her!
It's not that amazing when you think about it. Take a game of shogi, for example. It's entirely possible for a top player to defeat their opponent using nothing but their king and pawns. Simply bypassing a few rules isn't enough to defeat a true master.
F2, move to F4.
However,
F2, move to F4.
Wait, why isn't it moving?
I knew this would happen.
Mind filling me in?
What's different about this chess game is that sometimes the pieces won't move.
What?
No soldier would willingly put themselves in a situation that would result in their death. They either need a fantastic leader or extraordinarily high morale.
But that means...
Correct. She's incapable of sacrificing any of her pieces.
Better make your move. Otherwise, you're going to run out of time.
Now, Knight, take H7. A2, move to A3.
Bishop forward. Hurry and take out the opponent's knight.
And Knight, take H5. D4 to D5. A3. Bishop. I'm sorry,
Shiro...
Sora. I can't do it. I'm really, really sorry.
Sora... Shiro... Sora?
declare, those who fight bravely will be heroes and win the right to get it on with any woman they love! Also, all you soldiers fighting on the front line, if we win, you will be relieved of any further military duties. I'll make sure that you're exempt from paying taxes, and you'll be handsomely compensated by your country. Therefore, fellow virgins, you must not die! And to all of you who have family and other loved ones back home, I promise you will all come back alive! Thanks to you, I realized this game wasn't real chess.
Oh?
We gotta think of it as a strategy game. I'll take it from here. But if I start losing it, feel free to jump in, okay? Now watch, because games like this are totally my specialty. Attention, Pawn Squad 6! The enemy's moving from the front line. Strike first and cut them off!
He can't do that!
Now, Cavalry Squad 2, the pawns made an opening, so move in! King and Queen, listen up, hurry and move your asses to the front line!
Hey, wait a minute! It's supposed to be my turn!
Sorry, but in a real war, what fool waits for their enemy's turn?
Pawn Squad! Advance and form a defensive wall!
Ha! See that? Just a couple of cowardly monarchs hiding themselves behind their own soldiers. What kind of ruler lets their men die on the front line while they sit behind and watch?
Ignore him!
Listen, soldiers. Listen, friends. This battle decides the outcome of Elkia. Of humanity! This city represents the final bastion for our people, and the fate of everyone now rests in your hands. Open your eyes. Do you honestly want to risk your lives and your people's future by handing over the crown to some shifty charlatan like her? But if we come together and win, then she will be your queen. This girl who mere moments ago gathered all of her courage in her little heart to march you towards victory. This girl who is crying on the inside because you wrongly accused her of being a merciless tyrant. And you bastards call yourselves men?
What is this? Where'd this power come from?
Proud knights, bishops, and rooks, now is your chance. Prove to me that you live up to your rank. Give the pawn support and crush the enemy's defenses.
This can't be happening. It's impossible.
Should be, right? I figured you're using elf magic to force the morale of your troops higher. It would be easy to just claim you have more charisma than we do. Who wouldn't? It's not like anyone could prove it. Unfortunately, you made one giant mistake.
And what was that?
Throughout all of history, the wisest of kings know that an army will not obey oppressive or tyrannical rule. People will only fight for what they believe is truly right. And in this world, there is only one thing that is absolutely truly right.
What is he talking about?
The one eternal truth, the one virtue to rule the whole world, is cuteness! Cute is the world. Our instincts and desires are driven by it, and for it, we'll give everything! Sorry, but that's just the way us men are!
But that's ridiculous! I still don't know which race is helping them, so if I do this, they might find me out. But I have no choice.
Now, kings, move forward to E6! What the heck just happened to that piece?
This is bad. Everyone retreat! All forces pull back! The enemy's using brainwashing magic!
He knows.
Can someone explain this to me, please?
Don't
I'm
let
okay
the
for
opponent
now.
touch you. Get that
They
out
don't
of
know
there!
how I'm doing it. As long as they can't prove that I'm cheating, then I win.
Now, all forces advance!
Oh, crap! Crap! I royally screwed this one up! I thought she had only one cheat up her sleeve and disregarded any other possibilities! I can't believe I made the same mistake I was just lecturing Steph about! What, were the stakes not high enough for me or something? I'm better than this!
Sora.
Off with the enemy king's head! Finish him, my queen. And that's checkmate.
Queen, wait!
Sora!
Oh, my queen. I beg you, put down your sword. To me, you're beautiful!
Say what?
My queen, my dear love, Please search deep within your heart. Do you truly find any value in that so-called king's service? She brainwashes her soldiers, abusing and using them like expendable tools. Then she forces you to lead the assault, unworthy of your sword. I beg you to reconsider this. Please think of your people. Think of the kingdom that you've sworn to protect. When it comes to dating games, there's nobody, and I mean nobody out there that's better than me.
Way to go! Looks like we've got their queen. He figured a way out.
Not yet.
Huh?
The enemy's using some kind of magic that lets them brainwash others just by touching them. Stealing one piece from their side and adding it to our ranks won't be enough to change anything.
It won't?
All right, the virgin like you can sweet talk a chess piece. Surely you can find a way out of this mess. We caught her off guard. Maybe if we wait, she'll make a sloppy mistake. No, that might even be worse. Maybe I should hurry and make the next move. Damn it! What should I do? I royally screwed the pooch on this one. How the hell am I gonna fix this?
Sora,
Shiro?
the two of us are blank. We'll be fine.
Stay strong. Don't back down.
Now, Knight, I want you to advance and eliminate that traitor queen!
That's it!
What's wrong? Come on, move it!
Jackpot! This is how we're gonna win! Shiro, you focus on commanding the army. Keep them moving so we don't get brainwashed.
Piece of cake.
You finally have a plan?
Listen up, Steph. You don't always have to lift your sword to fight a battle, understand?
Huh?
There's always more than one way to win a game.
Must I talk like this if I'm going to be king?